Hi Capricorn, this is your forecast for the month of July 2017. This is a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, or Capricorn Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. You can watch your reading in 3 different ways: the full extended monthly, or for just the energy influence, watch the brief. Or in addition to the brief, watch the weekly for the upcoming week. Weeklies also make it easy for you to review information you may have forgotten in the full reading. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Google+, and Instagram. Please also check out my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/on-demand/findinglove for monthly love readings. Now, the third week you are struggling, and maybe you're struggling to take some action or make a decision, or you're struggling with some information that's been put out there. Or maybe you're struggling to heal. You're taking some actions with regard to healing. And whatever it is this week is pulling upon your strength. It's taxing you somehow. You're trying to stand your ground, but you're drawing on any reserves that you have. Now, maybe you're dealing with some prior conflicts, and it's important for you to protect your rights in some way. In fact, you may be building a wall around yourself or trying to protect something of yours. So this is about, having courage under fire, being able to push through a situation. And somebody may be defensive about something. They may be on guard because of some things that have occurred earlier. It could be that something is coming back to you to deal with. There's some changes that have been made, or something that you thought was dead and over with is now coming back, to haunt you again. Or it could be positive. It could be you're struggling to bring something back. You're trying to cross that finish line, and something that you thought was over and done with actually has some new life in it. There's some renewal about it. So this is about persevering in order to reach some type of victory, which you will meet. Although, again, it's going to take everything you've got to overcome something. So there could be something unexpected that comes up, and maybe you've just recently dealt with some small setbacks, or maybe you just dodged a bullet, or you've taken some hard knocks. But this says this week you're going to take a time out to reassess what you value, and as a result, you're going to change some habits that brought you to this place. So you're having to make a decision, and based on the new information, you're going to look at something and think, I got to make some changes here, because you've been contributing to a situation and you want to improve it in some way. So you're looking at things differently in order to create some changes for yourself. Now, if you're getting it, if you're going with the flow, you're coming to a greater understanding. You realize what the positive and spiritual lesson was. And so because you've gained some wisdom through these hard knocks, you have this new outlook that gives you a better, more grounded way of looking at something. You're being more practical, and you're not letting your emotions get in the way of a situation. You're working with those emotions. So you're not trying to get too far ahead of yourself or look too far into the future. You're just taking things one step at a time. Now, for some of you, maybe this is in the negative. Somehow you're losing your strength. You were trying to protect yourself. You feel a loss of power, or you're being overpowered by other people. Maybe you feel like your rights have been stripped from you, or there's some kind of loss because you weren't being realistic about your plans in the first place. Maybe you've lost your status, or maybe you're just on guard and overly defensive. But you're going to learn something this week, or you're going to discover something that is going to be the catalyst for change for you. And it's going to motivate you to do better, to try harder, or to pick up yourself and try again to go in a better direction. For some of you, that's going to be hard to do. There's some changes that you know that you need to make, but you have a tendency to remain in a comfort zone. Old habits, old attitudes, situations coming back again that are blocking your chance for advancement. You may need to distance yourself from a situation, especially if you're letting your feelings get in the way. You should be focused on the facts. Remember, the first week said for you to be careful about what you actually invest in, what people are telling you, because it may not be true. You may be feeling some sense of loss or confusion, and it's going to be important for you to cut through the fog of any feelings and deal with just the facts. So you need to rethink a situation before you make any decisions, and this may connect to moving from an old situation.